Hey, welcome back. Today we'll be doing a new nail design on my hands. As you can see, I have them already in prep. So let's get started. I'm going to start by applying my base color. This is the one that I use. If you guys have been watching my videos from the start, you guys will notice that I use always this color as my base color. I really like it. I have been using it for like 2 years and I really like how it looks. I usually do 3 coats. I try to make it as thin as possible so my nails don't become bulky and look as smooth as possible. I really like this color. I think it matches a lot of different skin tones, and I actually think it matches a lot of the designs that I usually pick to do. And also sometimes I like to do 2 coats instead of 3. Sometimes it definitely looks better with the design that I'm doing, but I usually do 3. I like that it can work both ways and usually with 1 coat too. This is how the nails look like with the 3 coats. So I'm going to start by applying the matte top coat on the nails that I'm going to do the eyeshadow effect, which are the pinky finger, the index finger, and the thumbnail. I'm going to try to make it as thin as possible too because I have a lot of steps to do on top of that and I don't really like my nails to be bulky. This gel polish I think is the best one that I have tried to do the eyeshadow effect. That's the one that I think works best for me. I have been using it for like 1.5 years and I bought it on Shein. I'm going to use a dark pink eyeshadow, and with a fluffy brush I'm going to start doing the eyeshadow effect that I want on the nails. For my thumbnail, I want to do some on top of the nail and then on the other side on the cuticle part of the nail. For my index finger, I wanted to do it like on the middle, like a type of aura effect, and the same thing for my pinky finger. When I finish doing that, I just like to add a top coat layer just to make sure that I can secure that design that we just did. When I add the nail art on top, and if I have to clean up something or if I mess up doing the nail art and I have to clean it up, I don't mess the eyeshadow effect that we just did, and that's secure and it don't move. I'm going to be doing exactly the same thing that I do on this nail on my other hand, but I'm going to be doing that off camera just to save some time and because I don't want to be showing you guys doing the same thing twice. I'm going to just mix up a little bit of the nails. Like if I do something on my index finger, for the other hand I will probably do it on the pinky nail and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be the same design. And just so you guys know, I'm using the Macart top coat to do this step. Okay, so now that all of the base are ready, we can start on the nail art. And I'm going to start with my pinky nail. I'm going to be doing some animal print. And for that, I'm going to start with a brown color. And with my dotting tool, I'm just going to do like a blob type of figure. Not exactly to be perfect, just like 2 or 3. And then I'm going to move on, and with the black color I'm just going to add like a little bit of the border on the figures that I just did, and then I'm just going to finish that up with the black, doing some dots all around the nail. It really doesn't have to be perfect. I like to do it this way because that's the easiest way for me to do it. I really like the animal print, and I really like how this design is supposed to mix the animal print with the summer. So that's really just screaming me. I really love animal print and I really love summer nails design. So it's just like a mix of the things that I really like. Next, I'm moving on into my ring finger, and for this I'm going to do a French with an off-white type of color, and then without curing that I'm going to grab a little bit darker color. I really chose one that's just a tiny bit darker, like you cannot really see unless you're like up close. And then I'm going to just mix it up because I'm going to do the shelf type of nail. I'm just going to do the base type of nail art right now, and then at the end we are gonna add the 3D designs. So for now I'm just going to do this part that is the French with the other color mix, so we start to look like a shelf type of thing. For the middle finger, I'm going to use a little bit of a lighter brown just to make a French design on this nail. It's kind of difficult to me to do my nails because I usually put just the press-on nails that I do, and I have a long time without doing my nails like this, but I'm really trying to doing more so I can just get comfortable again. Now that we have the French ready, I'm just going to be doing the exact same animal print that we did on the pinky finger, but on top of the French nail. Now we can do the 3D nail art, and for that I'm going to be using rhinestone glue and a liner brush, and I'm just going to do the shelf nail design that I told you guys before. As you can see here, I just put like a little circle and then I just spread it out with the liner brush. For the index finger, I'm just going to use the same rhinestone glue and do the same type of thing that I did on the other nail, but instead of doing like a shell type of design, I'm just going to do 3 lines on the center of the nail. For the thumbnail, I'm just going to do the exact same thing that I did for my index finger. I'm going to start by applying the pearls and caviar beads that I'm going to be using for this nail design. Of course, I'm going to start with the pinky nail, and I put 2 pearls, a smaller one and a bigger one. And then for my ring finger, I use some caviar beads and some pearls, mixing the different sizes so it looks a little bit different and it looks cute. And for my ring finger, I'm just going to put 2 gold caviar beads, and I'm just going to put a bigger one in the smallest sizes that I have. For my index finger, I'm going to be using a bigger size of caviar bead and a smaller size of pearl, and then 1 small caviar bead. And lastly but not least, for my thumbnail, I'm just going to use 2 pearls. I'm going to put a big caviar bead and then 2 smallest one. And now that I have all of my pearls and caviar beads placed, I'm going to cure all of the nails so we can finish with this design. Okay, so this is how the nails turn out. I really like. As you can see, I did both hands with the same design, just mixing it up a little bit. I really hope you guys like them. Don't forget to follow me on my other socials and shop my nails on my Etsy shop. I hope you guys like this video and enjoy. I'll see you on the next one.